Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGear and ZFX This is going to be the Monday Night Raw review for the week of September 8, 2014, opening up with the steel cage match with Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt. I thought it was a very decent match. I thought it was unique way to open up Monday Night Raw this week, but I thought it was really good. You know, always enjoy me a good steel cage match. Uh, but it was a unique finish too. They were in the doorway. Jericho, he made a huge leap off the top of the steel cage. He came down. I don't know if he came down awkwardly or if he was selling a knee injury. I'm not sure, but because that's how good Jericho is. Uh, they crawled to the doorway of the cage and they were fighting. Wyatt was on top, and then he just rolls out and wins. And then next thing you know, they continue the assault on Jericho after the match, and Bray Wyatt hits Sister Abigail on Y2J, leaving it at that. Now, I made a comment on the Facebook page during Monday Night Raw on Monday night, saying, I seriously don't understand why everyone wants to jump. Well, that's not word for word what I'm saying, because I don't want to repeat it. But I don't know why everyone wants to suddenly jump on the Brock Lesnar bandwagon like he's the savior of wrestling. A couple of you on the Facebook page put some comments. Alfred Garza said no S-H-I-T, right, kissing his A double crooked letter. And Jaden Nance, apparently I offended this person about Brock Lesnar, saying, because Lesnar is a hell of a lot better than the whole roster. And just because Lesnar is better, that doesn't mean people aren't jumping on the bandwagon, which is what the comment that I made, saying that everyone was just, randomly jumping on the bandwagon, as you're now seeing a silhouette figure because of the backlighting here. The sun needs to come back out. Well, anyway, he said, LOL, who is better than Lesnar? Bryan? LOL, Lesnar could wrestle circles around Daniel Bryan. Jaden, I think there will be quite a few people who would disagree with your statement about Brock Lesnar being better than Daniel Bryan when it comes to grappling and wrestling and stuff like that. There will probably be quite a few people. Up next, apparently WWE wanted to play on the whole thing about the iCloud being hacked and whatnot, and those photos being leaked. And so who did they do it with? Well, they had Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion, go out and show the supposedly embarrassing pictures of The Miz, which was weird. And then the first two, and then the last one was a picture of Damien Sandow, or Damien Mizdow, and he was spray tanning the butt of The Miz. So, yeah. Would it be safe to say Sandow's gimmick just got killed right there? I would think so. But it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. Up next, we have Natalya and Rosa Mendez, who apparently, they're continuing to advertise Total Divas. I can tell you this right now, I have never watched one episode of Total Divas. They can claim it's a huge reality hit for the WWE, and if it is, all the power to them, still not going to make me watch it. It's Natalya and Rosa Mendez taking on Paige and the Divas champion Paige and AJ Lee. Very interesting finish. I'll tell you that. AJ had to tag herself in on Paige's chest area, as I think that is safe to say, to be honest. As the sun again goes away and leaves me as a shadowy figure here on the screen. You would think the light right here would be enough, but apparently it's not. But anyway, AJ locks on the Black Widow on Rosa Mendez for the win. And then both Paige and AJ Lee made out with the Divas Championship belt. And I don't mean they took it, I mean they kissed it. I don't know how to react to that, to be honest. It was unique. Up next, Paul Heyman wanted to kind of reveal to John Cena the secret to beating Brock Lesnar, and it kind of went the direction I thought it was going to go. They're saying that Cena needs to change his gimmick. He needs to become the heel again, and Heyman even said that. Why aren't you firing back on these fans like you used to, and so on and so forth. John Cena disagreed and said, next week at Monday Night Raw at the Cajun Dome, which I will be at, by the way, guys. Bring the monster, bring Brock Lesnar, because we're going to fight, because if you don't show up, if he doesn't show up, I'm going to fight you. So they have confirmed that Brock Lesnar will be appearing at Monday Night Raw next week at the Cajun Dome, which, again, yours truly will be at. Up next, we had Cesaro on commentary with Sheamus taking on Seth Rollins. I kind of had the inkling, the idea that they were going to involve him in the match, and that's exactly what happened. Seth Rollins picking up the victory. But again, this was more of a build for the United States Championship match more than anything, to be honest, when you look at it. So I kind of halfway expected to see Cesaro interfere in the match. Wasn't really shocked about it, But anyway, following that, Lana and Rusev just doing their thing, the whole Russia stuff. And for those of you who do follow the backstage fallout on Monday Night Raw, they actually had Nikolai Volkov, WWE Hall of Famer, doing the Russian national anthem while Lana and Rusev just stood there, Well, I'm going to say interesting, but up next was something I really enjoyed. It was the NXT Tag Team match. Basically, they're taking the main event from the NXT TakeOver, which was supposed to be tomorrow night, I believe. I still don't have WWE Network, and I'm still not getting it. Unless maybe one of you guys out there can convince me otherwise, but other than that, I'm not really convinced. But it's the NXT champion Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn taking on Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd. Tyler Breeze I've seen before. We all know Tyson Kidd. I haven't seen too much of Adrian Neville or Sami Zayn, even though I heard a great deal of good stuff about him. It was a very good matchup. I was very impressed with all four guys. I'm sitting there like, okay, why aren't these guys on the main roster yet? Or why isn't Tyson Kidd back on the main roster? But it was a very well done match. And Adrian Neville's finisher, the Red Arrow, or as I described on the Facebook page Monday night, a version of AJ Styles' Spiral Tap. A unique finisher, and the moniker kind of fits the gimmick they have from the man who gravity forgot. The guy who can really defy gravity is Adrian Neville. The man is chock-loaded with talent, and so is Sami Zayn and Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd. So I'm really interested to see, how they work their main event at TakeOver tomorrow night, especially with how talented all four of these guys really are. Up next, we had the big segment, Jerry Springer coming to do out the Bella intervention of sorts. He even brought out the younger brother, JJ Bella, or Garcia, as they put it. And I'll give WWE credit. They're trying with this thing with the Bellas. They kind of made JJ side with Brie. JJ telling Nikki to stop acting like a victim because she's not. And the next thing you know, they got into a scuffle where basically Jerry Springer became the middle of a Bella sandwich. They went down. Now, I don't know if anything legitimately happened to his knee or his ankle at that point, because they actually had the trainers looking at him. At one point, the Stephanie McMahon was trying to pull the Bellas apart, and she got mixed in. I think she fell right on the ribs of Jerry Springer. But anyway, then they put him on the gurney, and instead of selling an injury like he was supposed to, he was just like that. Just a big thumbs up, and then I realized, it's just storyline. A couple of you guys thought about that as well. Love Arnold said, I thought it was funny, Steph landing on him, giving bruised ribs at the worst. And Michael Gopal said, that's not good. So, up next, we had Los Matadores taking on Gold and Stardust, where we had, yet guys and gals, another epic fail in coal mining history. Michael Cole, remember the gimmick? Here's what I say. You know, he was making mention of what happened with Stardust and El Torito on main event last week, but instead of remembering that it's not Cody Rhodes, it's Stardust, that's the gimmick, he says Cody Rhodes. Again, you got to remember the gimmick. He's not doing the Cody Rhodes gimmick anymore. He's doing Stardust. It was Stardust, and I just cringed when I heard that out of Michael Cole. But anyway, they finally came up with a name, you know, that for that reverse STO maneuver that the Stardust does. They call it the Dark Matter. It kind of fits, you know, especially with the past few promos we've seen from them backstage. But he connects it, and Gold and Stardust pick up the win. Following that, Adam Rose, Titus O'Neil. Just who the hell is the Bunny? You know, that's one of the big things. The Bunny super kicked Heath Slater, and then after Rose hits the party foul, gets the victory on Titus O'Neil. The Bunny then goes up to the top rope and splashes Titus all the way from the top. And one of the things you guys keep asking is, you know, a lot of you are wondering, you know, just who is the Bunny? That's what Love Arnold asked. And Steve, one of the editors on the WGS-TV Facebook page, says, I think it's either Shawn or Randy. Who else is tall, skinny, and does a super kick that good? Randy Orton doesn't do a super kick. So I don't know. And Princeton Begley says, I think it's HBK. I don't think it's HBK. I really don't. It would have to be somebody on the current roster. I don't think they would do that to Shawn Michaels. You know, a lot of people are thinking maybe Justin Gabriel is in the Bunny suit. This is what Diaz... Diaz version had a comment on it. Said, and people want to blame Cena for crushing the young talent. Adam Rose is a young talent, and he is stopping two young talents from shining. Where is his... Excuse me. Where is his former gimmick? But apparently Diaz doesn't feel that strongly about Adam Rose. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people thinking, you know, Justin Gabriel. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the Usos, to be honest, because, you know, the style of it, you know, super kicks, splashes up the top, it kind of fits them. Then again, Tyson Kidd could also pull that off as well. So I would not be surprised to see it. Or maybe it's an NXT talent. You never know. Main event, it was Roman Reigns and Randy Orton. The matchup breaks down towards the end. It was good content throughout the match. But the finish, it was basically Orton calling in Rollins and Kane. And while they were doing that, they had the whole crew come down to the ring, prep the ring for the steel cage. They tried to bring that down. Reigns fights out of it. Kane and Rollins are out of the ring. Rollins attempts to go in with a steel chair, throws the chair in there, doesn't make it himself, leaving Roman Reigns in the ring, inside the cage, with Randy Orton with a steel chair. Roman Reigns gets distracted and then doesn't notice Seth Rollins off the top, leaps on him, which was insane. It was insane to say the least, but it was just basically a decimation of Roman Reigns at the end of Monday Night Raw. So, very interesting way, you know, to close out the show. Again, a reminder, guys and gals, that I will be at Monday Night Raw next week at the Cajun Dome in Lafayette, Louisiana. So, it'll be very interesting to see what kind of show they put on for everybody over there, with it being the go-home show to Night of Champions. How about that? I'm going to a go-home show for Night of Champions. How about that? Overall score on Monday Night Raw this week, it's going to get a solid 3.5 out of 5. I was very impressed. I'm going to go to the NXT Tag Team match as best match of the night. You know, I'm going to give it to them. They really impressed me, and especially the other three, because I've never really gotten to see anything from Tyler Breeze. We know what that's it. Yeah, Tyler Breeze. And we know what Tyson Kidd is capable of, but I've never really got a chance to see Sami Zayn or Adrian Neville in action. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what I saw out of them, and I'm really looking forward to hearing about what they do at NXT TakeOver. Worst segment of the night. I'm sorry, I got to go to the Springer. I got to go to the Springer segment. I thought that was just absolutely ridiculous. But, even though it does fit the mold of Jerry Springer and what he's done with his show, I still think it was just it was just like 5 minutes of my time I'll never get back. I'd rather watch a Divas match than watch that again, to be honest. And I've never been big on Jerry Springer anyway, to be honest. But anyway, that's been my thoughts on Monday Night Raw this week, guys and gals. Want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on Monday Night Raw this week. What are your overall scores? What are your picks for best and worst match or segment of Monday Night Raw? Definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. And don't forget to follow me on the Facebook page, facebook.com/WGS-TV. And don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFXTV Network if you haven't already. So with that being said, I'm the WrestleGamer, Double B Bentley Boudreaux, saying thank you very much for watching.